All right, guys. I think we're picking up with it's possibly going to be the end of this Gears of War playthrough for Gears 4. It's been a good time. Um I don't know why people don't like the sequel series after the original trilogy. It's not too bad. Granted, some of the banter amongst the kids hits sometimes and it's funny, and other times I'm like, okay, whatever. JD does seem a little like, I don't even know what the word is. He seems a little like uppity, like calling a Baird an asshole for keeping tabs on him. But I mean, like, he's the loving uncle, right? Like, he just wants to look out for the kid and make sure he's all right. If he does make mistakes, he at least wants to be there to, bail him out when he needs help. I get that. I feel like he is a little disrespectful to the older group, them not seeing the eye to eye. Um, but it's not like it's okay so far. They could. I like that we did get a little bit of moments here and there of like of Baird, Cole, and Marcus being like the loving older generation to the younger crowd. We did get a couple quotes here and there from Marcus telling everybody like, "You guys are fighting very well. Like I'm proud of you guys. You guys are doing good." Which was always really good. The story is pretty compelling that the Locus coming back to life as the Swarm. And I think we're going to get a really big reveal at the end of this chapter once we actually get there. I got to hit you guys with one more Gears of War fact from a random Gears of War fact. What else? What other really cool Gears of War fact can I give you guys? I'm trying to think of what other Gears of War fact is really interesting, really poignant for this moment. Obviously, Anya is dead. We don't really understand why she's dead or where she is and why Marcus is still alive. I believe it's mentioned in the next game, but I'll give you guys a spoiler for it now, that she died. Because I think initially Anya was considered like non-fertile for having children, but there was an experimental program in the COG shortly after Gears of War 3. Obviously, we had to do some repopulation of the planet, and Anya was one of the test subjects for that, and then that's what produced JD, Marcus, and Anya's first son, and then they tried doing it again for their daughter, and unfortunately, Anya, I think, died in childbirth, and the child was also lost, which was a big oof for Marcus and JD at the time. And yeah, it was kind of unfortunate that we don't get to see much of her anymore. She dies off screen. I hate off screen deaths, and I don't even think they explicitly say any of this stuff in the games. It's again something part of the books, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We'll learn more about what happened to her in the next game, but other than that, let's get back to it, guys. We're gonna probably finish off the game in this episode, and if you guys have enjoyed the playthrough up until this point, be sure to leave a like down below. I know Gears of War 4 and 5 aren't everyone's favorite games, but I actually quite like them. I like the gameplay. I like the implications of the Swarm being what they are, and I mean, I don't like the younger kids. I think they joke around too much. I get it. It's kind of like Marvel humor where they just keep cracking jokes, cracking wise, and Marcus is kind of like more stoic. And I think he grew up in like wartime, and he kind of isn't as, and the younger kids just aren't as jaded as he is right now. So that's probably why. So, anyways, let's just finish this up.
Hey, D, the one guy who you didn't want help from is the one guy who can actually help. Oh, come on. That's gotta be ironic.
Yeah, you know what? That one is ironic.
Ha! I knew it!
And now we're riding around in Tolan. Oh, we're back to Tolan. We're riding around in giant mechs that Baird dropped off for us. Awesome.
It's okay. You ready to hit that hive?
All right, kids. There's a lot of these assholes between you and that dam.
Gee, thanks, Uncle Bear.
Hey, you got it.
Ah, shit! Carrier!
I think we're launching a bunch of like buzzsaws at us.
Scions, by that gate!
And speaking of gates, Bear, reply.
Those mechs have remote targeting systems. Say what you want, we blow it up.
Oh crap, I was taking so much extra damage. I was trying to read the prompt on screen. Didn't realize I was taking a lot of damage on screen. Whoops, my bad. Sorry, JD, you blew up inside the mech.
Alright, call it an airstrike.
Stand by. Gates down.
Nice! Alright, we're moving on.
There we go. Nice rocket barrage. Climb over. Oh, these are giant staples. They're not like buzzsaws.
We're positive no one lives here anymore, right? Rockets are away. Oh, that's a clean shot. Snatcher up ahead. We gotta hit it hard. Call it an airstrike.
Good news and bad news, kids. Bad news is, a lot of swarm are coming after you.
Yeah, no shit. And the good news?
The good news is, your dad's very, very proud of you.
Yeah. Okay, look, I'm gonna kill some more monsters.
Your dad's very
So
proud of
bad,
you.
I'm not giving his mech back.
Hey, don't even think about it.
Launching. It's done.
They turned the Ravens into attack helicopters finally,
Hey,
not just
more
transporters.
snatches up ahead.
We've got this. Here they come. Bye-bye. Rockets away.
Okay, looks like the only way out of here is through that wall. I'm requesting an airstrike.
Airstrike incoming. Got it.
Call this Swarmak, not a Brumak.
Hey, you guys all right down there?
Well, so far so good. Hey, any idea what's up ahead?
Seen a lot of bad guys. Big ones, too.
Big, huh? You know, I think we can handle big.
Ha-ha! That's the story of my life!
I wonder who's Dell. Dell is JD's best friend, but I wonder how he got involved with JD. The whole Marcus meeting up with Dom and Carlos is always a big deal in the books. I kind of don't think it's explained how JD and Dell meet up, how they become best friends. They just serve together in the military.
The dam is just ahead.
Hey, more snatchers!
Ah, shit, carrier!
Heads up! More carriers! Snatchers too!
Oh no! Oh dang. My robot blew up again! No!
Alright, we're moving up. And notice, I did not say we're all clear.
I'm sure Dell appreciates that.
Ah, we're blocked. We're gonna need an airstrike. We can't get past.
Missiles are
Need you
away.
to blow it up. Damn it! That wheel's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, we're just a bit taller than the last time we were here.
Well, maybe we go through it. Okay, dam's just ahead. Let's clear that wheel.
Gonna push it to the side? Oh, we are. Man, Baird built some really sturdy machines.
Okay, we're at the dam. Now we just have to find a way through. Watch it! Another Swarmak!
Here they come! Rockets are away! Rockets outgoing!
Oh, we literally just blow a hole through the wall. Thought you were the damage projector in a second to me. Ew, wow.
James, the cave. She's in there.
You're sure?
Yes, that's the heart of the network.
Then let's go get her.
Whatever's coming our way isn't going to stop us. Right? Hey, kid, I'm getting some serious seismic readings up here.
What the hell?
Stop shooting.
These look like Nemesis.
Now we got him.
Cave, incoming. Now keep pushing ahead.
We probably have some... Might be easier just to drop a bomb on this place instead.
Ha! Got him! Okay, Dad! Dad, could really use some advice here. Okay, yeah. Target the tentacles!
Like some sort of like super carrier.
Rockets are away.
Tentacles down! Now's your chance! Tear that damn thing off! Now beat the socket! They'll do the rest!
Here they come.
That got it! Nice shot!
Dodge the quill. It's all away.
Another tentacle down!
Staple it to the ground.
Missiles are away. Rockets are away.
Don't let the quills hit you! Go for the tentacle! All right, another one's down.
Launching.
Only one more left.
Rockets away. All right, last tentacle's down.
Staple it to the ground. There we go.
Missiles away.
We weakened it. It's not dead yet. Watch it, it's firing. Shit, Sam, we got incoming. We're got Swarm down here to deal with. Just finish that damn thing off. Hey,
Pick up
Ben,
the King Raven
what's the Raven's
helicopter.
condition? Main rotor's okay. Tail's gone. Why? I just got an idea.
Wait, what the hell? Was that not how you blocked? Or did I read that prompt wrong? Left trigger to block and went right trigger to rotate the blades? Ooh, maybe that was it. Oh, it's left and right trigger.
JD, go for its leg!
It's some sort of weird, like, carrier, like, super carrier. But it's also, like, a combination of, like, it looks like there's Corpser DNA in there, Brumac DNA in there. Like, Leviathan DNA possibly, too.
Kill it!
Let's go get her.
Here we go. Big reveal time.
Oh my god. You knew. Didn't you?
Yes. But I didn't know we'd find this.
Like, I knew they captured her and that they brought her here, but I didn't know what they were doing to her.
If I'm released, I'll die. They've seen to that. Katie, cut me loose. Please.
Raina, please.
JD,
You can't ask her to...
don't. Just let me say goodbye.
I don't know if I would necessarily leave her alone in here. It's still like a swarm hive, right?
It's okay.
I feel like a grenade would be like a better, more humane way to do this than a knife. This seems really...
This isn't over. So get her somewhere safe.
I don't need protection.
I know. You need time. Trust me. I've been there. She wanted you to have that.
It was my grandmother's. I never knew her.
It's beautiful.
And there you go. Big ol' mic drop. That little outsider tag that they've been using for this whole time is it's actually a Locus emblem just flipped the other way, and oh, I got an achievement. I didn't realize I didn't learn complete all acts on hardcore or insane difficulty. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't do this on hardcore the last time I played this game. Interesting. All right then. Easy peasy. I mean, the game was much easier than the previous games. I know getting downed in this game, it wasn't instant death. We could get down like a lot of times, weirdly enough, before the game actually killed us off permanently. Here's
So where the hell is everybody?
Oscar didn't die eventually because he cut his way out of the snatcher that took him. Sure. I mean, I'm surprised more people don't try that more often because he was able to get himself out of that thing pretty easily with just a knife. Daily reward earned. I'm not sure what all that was. I got a bunch of customization options done. I mean, the gameplay is pretty solid for sure. It's not, oh, the store? Oh, I forgot. This is when they were doing, like, loot boxes and stuff like that, like custom skins or whatever. And I'm like, it's kind of whatever. Oh, they did map packs, too. I didn't even realize they did map packs back then for this. I remember playing the campaign, but I didn't exactly play a lot of the multiplayer or even the horde mode. I remember playing it and just kind of being like, it was okay. Their weapon variety in this game is expanded, but also a little bit more stagnant. Some of the weapons don't really make sense, like the Marksa rifle, because we don't really see a lot of UIR outside of the original cutscene. There's just UIR rifles here for some reason, for some weapon diversity. There's a torque bow, there's the boom shot, there's the hammer burst, the bolt hawk, and those are like all the Locus weapons. And then we have the Lancer, we have the Gnasher, snub pistol, retro Lancer. Then we have the newer cog stuff like the Enforcer, the Overkill, and the M-bar, and then we have the long shot, obviously. I find it just a little Locus drone. I mean, some of the skins could be cool. I'm just not sure. And I guess this was like the era where they really wanted to give people loot boxes and stuff like that in order to get people to play. I guess this is like the era of when Call of Duty was reigning high and mighty. So I can kind of look past all this stuff. This kind of stuff is a little bit cooler. Well, I don't... From... Long shot? I don't even know. Rainbow dust, long shot. I don't know what all the skins are for. Savage Theron. Man, they have a lot of like crazy long shot skins for this. Oh, there's like the vintage long shot. I could have swore we saw a couple different long shot variants inside the game, where there was like the retro long shot, because there's like the retro Lancer, but there's also like the Lancer weapons, and then there's like the custom Lancer weapons with like the stock Locus drone Lancer. That's pretty cool. But their dialogue is kind of cringy, and I can get why some people can get disillusioned with them really quick, because they just keep cracking jokes, they keep talking, and there is a little bit of melodrama right at the end with Kate and her mom. But I mean, like, is it that really that much worse than with Dom and Maria, when there was that little bit of melodrama, or like when what's his face? Dom sacrifices himself. Not really. It's about on the same par, especially if you're like, I can see like from a woman's perspective that's kind of like men melodrama or whatever. But I don't hate the characters. I just wish they would crack wise less and probably take things a little bit more serious. But I think if I don't remember much of their dialogue in the next game, but if it's worse than that, I can kind of see why people don't like them. I think they are a little disrespectful. I mean, JD's a little disrespectful to Baird right at the end about like, I can't believe you're such an asshole for keeping tabs on me. I mean, he's your family. I would assume he would like to keep tabs on you to make sure you're doing okay. And yeah, I mean, freaking Marcus might not, I mean, what's it called? Like, JD might not be okay with it, but I mean, come on, dude. Like, you're really gonna blame him for keeping tabs on you as your uncle? Like, he seems like a doting uncle too. Like, as your doting uncle, him wanting to make sure that you were always okay. And he's also like, I gave you a whole bunch of toys growing up. It's like, yeah, he made sure you had like everything, dude. That's actually pretty cool that he made sure that you had literally everything you never wanted for anything. And I think that's kind of what they are taking for granted. And I think they don't understand that when they grew up, they had things easy, and they kind of like don't have like the hardships that the older generation did. And that's why they're able to, you know, crack jokes. That's why they're able to look people a certain way and think that they know better, even though they kind of don't. I understand that perspective from them, and I kind of wish that, like, yeah, they would like they should just listen to the older generation of crowds and be like, yo, dude, you clearly don't know everything. Marcus and the rest of Delta Squad are people whom like you should turn to for help when you absolutely need help. Don't be like, you know, calling them assholes or being ungrateful for the help they offer. And I think that's what kind of, you know, I think that's what kind of gave people the wrong impression about these guys, because yeah, they kind of are just like, you know, they're kind of a bunch of little shitheads, if I'm being perfectly honest. These are like skins for JD. That's like a completely different person. Who the hell is that? Man, they really went all out with like the skins and like the game, and just making this game just like a bunch of like loot boxes. Lieutenant Phoenix. This must have been when like when he graduated from the academy. And this is what this is what JD would look like if he was fully kitted out in his entire COG armor. Man, they went from black to silver for the new generation of COG. Interesting. Not too sure. I mean, it's armored Marcus. This is classic Gears of War Marcus. Let me see how his suit evolved. He has a lot more pouches. His boots are bigger. He has that big old knife in his boot. New Age Marcus is less armored, weirdly enough. I didn't even realize that his armor suit was... He He has a lot less pouches on his belt, and he has a lot less padding, like armored padding on his thighs and his legs, and even on his forearms. He really like just ripped all that stuff off and just like, I guess he wasn't needing all that extra armor plating, because I guess in the modern day when they fight, if there is any war still to be fought, it's probably against other humans where all that extra armor plating is probably not necessary. Biker Marcus? Oh, I guess because we were riding bikes at one point. Dave the Dead V-Day I don't even understand. Old man Marcus, he has no armor at all. V-Day Marcus. Oh, this is probably in regards to like I don't know what V-Day is. Victory Day? This must have been him right at the end of Gears of War 4 or Gears of War 3. And there's a huge departure because you can see how much armor he lost as time went on. He was losing armor plates, he was losing his sleeves, he just like his armor just got seriously downgraded. Man, they have a lot of characters in here. I don't know why Oscar has so many arm skins as a luchador. It doesn't make any sense. This game is kind of all over the freaking place, if I'm being perfectly honest. Vintage. I don't even know why they're showing them off in like weird Day of the Dead skins. That might be something going over my head. Armored Sam, dress uniform Sam. There we go, classic. This is what she used to look like right at the end of Gears of War 3. I'm not even sure why Ty's in this game too. I know he's a fan favorite, and they just keep adding him to random games where he has nothing in it. But sure. I wonder if the Swarm. There's a bunch of Swarm variants. This is like an elite drone. They look more reptilian now than like monster. I wonder if there's just a normal drone in here somewhere. Scion, armored Scion, heavy Scion. They have emulsion crystals all over them. Scion Elite. That's the one that gets his hand cut off fighting the rest of us. Oh, there is no. I wanted to compare them to the normal Locus. I don't think the normal Locust are in here anywhere. We did fight them briefly at the very beginning. Oh, here we go. At the very top. Man, they had a lot of the Locust variants in here too. Oh, they had EDRs as well. Or DRs. Lambent Grenadier? Oh. Oh, the textures are taking a second to pop in. Lambent Grenadier, and this is a Lambent drone. Man, these things look freaky in 4K when you can see them really up close. There's empty spaces in their biceps, like the Lambent infection just ate away at their muscles, but they were still very dangerous. There's a normal Locust drone. I mean, they don't look as nearly as reptilian. They have scales and like patches on them, right? But they don't. There is a big departure between a Locust drone and like one of these guys. I'm looking for just a standard Swarm drone. Yeah, because look, they have way more carapace all over them. Their feet are like covered in like chitin plates, and they look way more like reptilian almost. I think of a lizard when I look at these guys. And then when I look at just like the standard drones, they just look like weird mutated people. And that's kind of weird how their evolution changes only in 25 years. And I guess these Swarm drones they start off as the smaller ones. They start off as people actually. And then they're taken, and then they come out as juvies, and then the juvies jump into one of the evolution pits, and then they turn into a Swarm drone. So these are actually people. And I guess the Locust drones were people at some point too, just human beings mutated by the lambency as well. But there's a huge departure between them and them. The Swarm drone looks like it would kill a Locust drone in hand-to-hand combat, no problem. It probably doesn't even need that Locust drone has a knife at his waist. Like if he needs the knife, friggin' the Swarm drone has like giant claws on his hands. He probably doesn't even need a knife anymore. He'll just rip you apart with his clawed hands. That's General Rom. Uzil Srock, that's the original general of the Locust army that General Rom usurped for his role. General Rom, Vold Rom. Oh, this was Rom as a lieutenant before he became Grand General of the Locust army. This is General Rom. Theron Elite, Rom's personal elite Theron guards, a helmetless Theron. These guys have really huge jaws in comparison to the... We're getting kind of more monstrous here with the Therons at this point. I didn't realize the Theron guards had huge mouths like this, almost like maws. They start looking less like people at this point. Savage Theron. And then that's just his classic Theron guard. Theron Sentinel, like a Captain Theron more or less. Deeper red, slightly different helmet type. Savage Cantus. I don't remember encountering a Savage Cantus in Gears of War 3. There were the armored Cantus, but we never encountered a Savage Cantus. Those things look freaky. I can't believe that was once like a human. I wonder if this is just like a... I wonder if this is just a side effect of just inbreeding or whatever. Of so many generations, you get like Cantus from like Locus drones. They get so much smaller in comparison. I guess they get wider, but their arms get a little thinner. Palace guards, the elite Theron guards that guard the palace. Savage Locust Grenadier Elite. That's a normal Locust Grenadier. Savage Locust Grenadier. They're wearing like weird, like like a weird leather cap. See, look, these are armored Cantus. We encountered these in Gears of War 3. His tongue is out because he can't fit it inside his mouth with the helmet on. But then, what the hell was this? We never saw this at all. Not that I remember. Elite Stalker Cantus. This is definitely like fan fiction type of weapon and armor sets, because we definitely didn't encounter this. Elite Stalker Cantus, Stalker Armored Cantus. I don't even know. This was never in the previous game. Lambent Grenadier. This is what they looked like in Gears of War 2 before we got to this thing, Lambent Drone. That looks so cool. Too bad they don't have not drudges, but too bad they don't have, what do they call them? They call them Lambent Drones, and they call them, God, I don't even remember the name of the enemy type, the ones that mutate as you fight them. You have a bunch of DRs, sure. Vintage Shepherd, like this is the like original design Shepherd or something. I like the game. I mean, this is the first time we get a chance to really look at the models in high res to see like their evolution as time goes on. And it's crazy where we started off with the Locus drone in comparison to the Swarm drone. They look like a completely different species, and I guess they technically are. It's crazy that we went from the Locus drone to this. It looks like they've just evolved and they've become more deadly. They're harder to take down. And I really appreciate that subtlety amongst all the different enemy types in this game. And obviously, it's cool to see the old school enemies, bosses from the previous games too. We never got to see Scourge in a high-res game either. Let's wait for the textures to pop in. I want to see what Scourge looks like, because he's like a high priest Cantus. I didn't realize he had glowing eyes. I guess they gave him glowing eyes in this game. Yeah, but Scourge has like a bunch of like weird pock marks all over his skin. His back looks all torn up. He even has like metal stuff in his spine. Like if he had skin that grew over his armor. Interesting. He looks so much different from everyone else. Everyone looks so, like all the heads of like the Locust army look so much different than everyone else in the Locust army. Their mutations are so much weirder. I mean, weirdly enough, Swarmak looks really mild in comparison to Rom. Rom has like a bunch of scales and stuff all over himself. Swarmak doesn't really have a lot other than on the back of his head. He just has really big tusks in his mouth. Weird. It's so odd. Where's Mira? We saw Mira briefly. Queen Mira. And they alluded to Mira being Kate's grandmother. Man, she has like the weird spine armor set too. But no, they alluded to that Mira is going to be Kate's grandmother in the next game, and I think they reasonably like bring that up and like make that a big plot point for the next game. Sorry, we've been rambling here at this point. I gave my opinions near the beginning of this part of the section, but I was just very interested in looking at all the high-res models for all the characters. It's really cool, actually. I really appreciate that they included so many high-res models in this game. I understand why some people would be disillusioned with the younger crowd. They definitely do a little bit too much talking. We'll see if they keep that talking up in the next game. If you guys enjoyed this playthrough up until this point, be sure to leave a like down below and be sure to subscribe, because the next game in this series, which will be the last game before we get to Gears Tactics, will be Gears of War 5, or Gears 5 as it's called. I don't remember a lot of the dialogue and a lot of the story arcs in that game. This game was mostly just setting up the return of like the Locus in the form of the Swarm, you know, introducing the old characters with the new characters, and the next game is where they were supposed to like really dive into the lore and kind of show off what that lore was going to be like, how these characters were going to turn from the young rookies in this game to the more experienced characters in the next game, and we were going to go along with that journey. And I thought that Gears of War 6 was going to be a continuation of that, but, you know, as we know now, E-Day is going to be some sort of either soft reboot or just a prequel game. Maybe they're still working on Gears of War 6 in the background. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll get more info once we get closer to that release date. Anyways, guys, other than that, we will catch you guys all in the next one.